Hi guys, this is Leslie from the Whole Shebang. I wanted to get this video done. I know I haven't done one for a while. It's been about a month, but I've just been something's underneath my floor. Sorry about that. Anyway, I wanted to do this video, and because people always ask me whenever I show them all the great things that I get on Target at 90% off, or even sometimes 70% off. People always ask me, how did you get it? Oh, I never find anything good. How do you know how to do it? How do you do it? Oh, you must know someone there, and I don't. I'm One of the things I'm going to tell you is that the first step is to finding good things at Target is exactly what you're doing right now, which is learning in advance of what to look for. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. You have to absolutely look before the holiday starts to find out what things will go on sale. And the other important thing is to know when the items will go on sale, because it's important that you be there on the day that the items go on sale. I see something sticking up. The first day that the items will, 50 is great for a lot of things. 50 is great. I don't discount 50%. I mean, that's like not a horrible thing, but you really want to try to hold out for the 70 and the 90% off. I will say that because of the promotion Target had over Black Friday weekend, where they gave $50 off every $100 spent, that was essentially like 50% off on the holiday items. And I live outside of Philadelphia, and there are numerous Targets, and I check out the various Targets, and I went to a few that I wouldn't have gone to because of what I'm about to say right now. The Targets are really wiped out. I mean, so many of the decorations and the ornaments and the things like that people may have waited till after the holiday to get, that you may have then had a chance to get it 70 and 90% off, were purchased over Black Friday weekend. My favorite Target, most of it, the shelves are bare. That's not the worst news because of what I'm about to tell you. There's still plenty of things there that it's called hidden clearance, that you just have to find out how to find it. Okay, so the first day that it's going to go 70% off in my area, and it seems like for the last several years, it was 3 days, the 26th, 27th, 28th, and it would go in the 29th. But the last several years, it's been the 28th. In my area, 2 years ago, it used to go like 1 year it went January 5th, then it went to January 4th, and 2 years ago it was January 1st. Last year it was December 31st. So you really need to be there on the day where it turns 70 and 90. And this year, Saturday is the 28th, and the 31st is a Tuesday. And maybe if you're not working, or if you guys don't have plans that night, you can go out. Or, and if not, you can go on January 1st because everyone's off on January 1st. So those are first two big things to know. The second thing is you have to know that there will not be clearance stickers. People have always said to me, "Oh, I always look for the clearance," and the seasonal items do not get the typical clearance. And I don't have any around here because all my stuff that I brought over here to show you is non-stickered clearance. But anyway, so don't look for the yellow stickers because it's really not going to be there. And if it is, it's a mistake. It did happen 2 years ago, I think, on for Valentine's Day. A lot of the Hearth and Hand stuff got stickered, even though it was following the 50, 70, and then it did go 90% off, and people were tricked thinking it wasn't going to go 90. It did go 90. But anyway, I am going to give you two places that I really think are great sites, websites. The first one is All Things Target. The woman who runs it, who I've never spoken to, I don't know her. Her name is Christy. And she does a really good job of rounding up the information I'm telling you now, and providing some of the links that I'm going to put down at the bottom. But anyway, she does a great job. And okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's one. And the other one is Hip to Save. Hip to Save and Crazy Coupon Lady and some of those other places will tell you when the Target is going down, and when to expect. The other thing is there is which you may all know about, it's a website called Slick Deals, SLICK Deals. within that, there's thousands of links, and I forget what it's called. But anyway, the one that I go to specifically talking about the clearance is I Google the words Slick Deals OT because it means off topic. The head of it is like Slick Deals Target clearance, keep off topic to a minimum. So I will put OT minimum and then December 2019. So, and that will have a running list of people who are responding saying, oh, it's 70% off in Florida, it's 70% off in Kentucky, whatever, and kind of keeping the rest of us aware of what to expect and what things are going on clearance. The other thing that's really big about people who shop Target clearance is finding what is oftentimes referred to as hidden clearance. So that's what I'm mostly going to, not mostly, but I'm going to talk about. For instance, some of the things that are clearly going to be marked off are the holiday ornaments, the holiday paper plates and napkins, things like that, are going to go not 50, 70, and 90% off. The things that are a little trickier and the things that, frankly, most of us consider most desirable are what is referred to, and I've said this now, I think 3 times, the hidden clearance. And those are the items that you will find spread throughout the stores, and you have to know what to look for so that when the back looks like it's been wiped out and people show up and they say, oh, there was nothing there when I went. It's there. You just need to know how to look for it. Okay, so one of the first places that I would look is right when you walk in the door at the Starbucks section. The Starbucks always has stuff that goes 50, 70, and 90% off, including the coffee. Last year, I think I brought my husband 15 bags of 90% off coffee. It was $1.49. It was a great deal. It's a pound of coffee for $1.49. I also donated a lot of it to probably 5 or 6 bags to an organization that provides hospice services to people in Philadelphia. But anyway, for $1.49, you can't buy a cup of coffee for $1.49. So I don't drink coffee, but my husband does. So stop by the Targets when you first walk in. The other thing is that, which you should try, I know I'm doing this the Sunday before, it's December 14th. You should try to check out the toy section, the stocking stuffer. Those are where I get a lot of the little tiny toys that I get and I use for Easter baskets in the spring for an organization I donate, and the Operation Christmas Child. Also, when my kids were younger, I was getting a lot of next year's toys for the Christmas baskets and Valentine's Day and all those things from the toy section. So definitely check out what's in the toy section. Also familiarize yourself with the seasonal food. That for years, up until about 8 years ago, everything went 90%. Then about 8 years ago, it was Halloween. The last time things went 90%, and I was devastated. Because a lot of times you can get things that you would pay. I'm going to give you an example. Okay, these Rice Krispie treats are, I think they're actually $1.49. They used to be $1, maybe they're $1.49. I don't really want to spend 45 cents for these, but I will pay 14 cents because this is a great thing to put in. They're actually kind of big, but it's a great thing to put into a lunchbox or on a travel, or if you're going on a trip, whatever. It's a great thing to have. Again, at 45 cents, if it was going 70% off, upside down. I wouldn't want to do that, but if it was going to 90% off, I'm going to stock up on these. What else? Yeah, and also I bought a ton of food at 90% off, and I donated it to an organization in Philadelphia. It's a football player, football coach, who gives food to their what's it called? I think it's called food, like food insecure kids who need some are not being properly fed. I'm kind of jumping all over, but I'm going to put the link to the Target. You should definitely familiarize yourself with the Target website and the things that they have under the Christmas section. There are a lot of seasonal furnishings that don't look anything like seasonal furnishings including they've had, oh my goodness, last 2 years ago they had like a big rocking chair, like a fuzzy rocking chair, and they had a lot of people were getting, I'm gonna yawn, I'm sorry. I wanted to get this out, I'm sorry. I apologize. They had stools that were part of the seasonal, so definitely familiarize yourself with the seasonal furnishings. Okay, another big one is the Hearth and Hand with Magnolia. I brought out here, okay, this bucket. This is just like, I think that it's called a galvanized steel bucket. This bucket originally was $1.60, I'm sorry, $16.99. It's Hearth and Hand. In fact, I think it's still here. Anyway, you're just going to believe me. The thing is here. These were 49 cents, $4.99. These are from, oh my goodness. These are Threshold, and they're just like little, well, I got this one backwards and upside down. I don't want to turn it around. Keep on knocking things. But anyway, so you can see these were $4.99. I bought these last year because I decided, you know what, I'm going to make a little thing, and I have one on each side of my fireplace in there, and it looks nicer. I just kind of brought this out, but anyway, so these kind of things, which is nothing, I mean, maybe the gold, but I don't really think it's particularly gold, Christmassy. That's something that would go on sale. Look at the Hearth and Hand. Hearth and Hand, I get a lot of stuff from Hearth and Hand, including these like seasonal ornaments. Really cute. This one I got last year. I got that for Secret Santa. These I got last year for 49 cents. Really cute. So familiarize yourself with the Hearth and Hand items. Oh, the clothing. I got 2 years ago for my daughter and about 50 extra pairs of, containers of seasonal underwear. But they were pretty much red and white striped, green and white striped, and I think one had snowflakes. I don't think they're like Santa Clausy, and particularly my daughter wears them year round. She would probably die if she heard me tell people that. But they were 50 cents for the pack of 3, and I got them all. Every time I saw, all the stores I saw, if they were there, I would get some more. So I donated a lot of them. Lil, I'm typing, hon. What do you need, sweetheart? Okay. Anyway, look at also at the beauty items. The beauty items, I brought some examples. These are not even good examples. This is something, this was a Burt's Bee. You can see, obviously, it's in the shape of an ornament, so that would probably be a clue. But it's just full of Burt's Bees. I actually don't know what it's full of. It's got, one of the round ones and one of the lip balms. So, and I think that was 39 cents last year, or maybe 59 cents. I don't know. This is something that I got in the Thinking Putty. I think this was part of the Santa, like in the stocking stuffers. This was, I think it's called Thinking Putty. It's called Icicle. So it's like seasonal. So you have to think about not just like icicle. They made that into a Christmas theme because it's got the word, it's like snow and freezing. So here's another thing I'm going to show you. I'm jumping all over the place. This was from last year, the ESOS Holiday Collection. It's red and white striped, but honestly, if you like this is called Peppermint Cream. It sounds delicious. And if you want just some, if you happen to like this, which I do, it's a great kind of lip balm, and you, for 39 cents, you can't go wrong. Okay, so I also wanted to show you this. This stuff did go, these did go. I got these last year and I still eat them. These are these holiday gumdrops. So this was, again, something that was in the Starbucks. You would recognize this. You might not want to. I don't know when the expiration date is on these. I don't know if it even has an expiration date. I don't see an expiration date. Well, I can tell you I still eat them and they're delicious. Okay, I wanted to show you two other things. So this was another Burt's Bees that was holiday because this is a snowflake. And I got these for 29 cents each. One year I got about 10 of these. I think I'm down to my last one. My son uses these all the time. This is pomegranate flavored, but he likes them. Okay, this was, because you can see little holiday ornaments on this one, this little Vaseline. This went down to 29 cents. These were two I found in, this was my Operation Christmas Child bag. These two are Easter. I guess the spring and the floral is for the Easter. So look at packaging. Along the same line, the Myers. See, this is what I love about the people say, oh, I don't need any more wrapping paper or ornaments. This isn't about wrapping paper or ornaments. This is about using Myers Iowa Pine multi-surface everyday cleaner that I got for 49 cents instead of $4.99. And if you buy 5 of them, you have one for the entire year for $2. And you saved your family money. So this was limited edition Iowa Pine Scent. These I got about 3 years ago, and I got about 10 of them. And this is another place you should be looking. You should be looking at end caps. And anything that looks like a holiday theme, these are called Sugar Cookie. And I got these, I want to say actually these were $8.99. I got them for 89 cents. And look, it says season greetings, but it's just hand soap. There's no expiration. So I bought about 10 of them. I didn't get any more than that just because I was worried about breaking the glass because it is real glass. The other thing, like these, which I think I paid $1 for, they have little Christmas ornaments, but if these go down to 10 cents, and these are these goldfish, and you could put them in your kids' or your children's or donate them to an organization for 10 cents each, I would be all over that. Okay, we have that. The other thing I wanted to show you is on this was something that you always get. They always have some kind of toothbrush in the toy stocking stuffer section. And one of the things you might want to look at when you're looking for them is to notice that instead of having a regular UPC code, this is like a taped label that they put on. And so just be on the lookout for that, because a lot of people said, oh, I went looking for those Oral, whatever. I would say, oh, I'll go look for the Oral-B toothbrushes. My one friend, Teresa, called me and said, wait, I can't find anything. I said, did you look for the Oral-B? She said, yeah, there weren't any there. And I said, did you look on the back and make sure that they had the label? And she said, oh, no, I didn't. So then I went up the next day, I checked it out, and I got 3 of them. So these are the kind of things that you will learn when you go to the website, or if you're looking at them at me right here. Okay, I wanted to make sure that I cover, oh, this is another thing. This is something that was part of the seasonal this year. And I got it because I needed to donate them for a speech thing that my son was doing, but it was left over, and so I'm going to return it. But I brought it here for this video because I wanted to show you that I hope that you will know that this is seasonal and will go down to, I think I paid $2.99. I did pay $2.99. This will go to 29 cents. So you want to be on the lookout, and you want to try to get to Target and just kind of peruse around, or you can go look at the website. I am not associated with Target at all. I don't get anything if you go through my link, so you're fine to go through the link. Okay. Clothing is all over the place, and like I said, it may have a little snowflake, it may just be all green, may be all white with snowflakes, which my kids would wear through the end of February. Look at the clothing. So you really need to know what's in every department. I'm sorry, I'm reading my notes. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's another thing, is like you will find lots of like dishes, white dishes, maybe white dishes. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. This, I got about 3 or 4 years ago, a whole bunch of these that just were these they were really probably for the bathroom, but I got them and I put one in I use them as a hand towel in two of them in our bathrooms in December and January, and it had a matching bath mat, and some of them had this, some of them had Christmas trees, which I did not get, but some of them had embroidered letters, initials, which I got for my daughters in their bathroom. So look for things like this. Okay, so I said, other good things to get is gift sets. I have always gotten the gift sets of which, if you shop at Target, you know there's lots of gift sets and a lot of Dove and Suave and Essie, the little nail polishes that are in gift sets, and they should go 90% off. Vaseline, hair ties. One year I got a whole bunch of them that were in a Christmas ball ornament, but they were just hair ties, like this. Just a brown hair tie in a Christmas ornament ball. Throws and pillows. Oh, baking items are huge. Most of my Pyrex that I use in my house, not all of it, some of them is clear, but a lot of them have red and white stripes because they're from Valentine's Day or they're from Christmas. Big one that I got a lot last year and donated, the 15 Days of Socks, which Target has all over the place. They're a great way to get socks for super cheap. I think I got 12 pairs for $1.50 last year. Obviously the Glad and Hefty, that's pretty basic. Oh, and I actually got last year a shower curtain from Opal House, and it was white, and along the bottom it had gold, and very, you wouldn't even have noticed it, but it was down from $19.99. I got it for $1.99, and it's upstairs in my shower. Last thing I wanted to show you, which I could have showed you, it's this thing sticking out. You're probably wondering. These were part of this threshold, and these were $4.99. There I go again. Stems. These were from last year, and I got them for 49 cents, and I put them in, and I use these in January once I take the poinsettia out. And I got this for 90% off. So it is green tinted, but I mean, honestly, I don't think that's a problem. It's not a problem here, and no one would know that it was 90% off unless I told them. But anyway, okay, I'm not going to get these out of the way. I'm going to frame my face with these. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, please subscribe down there, somewhere there, I think. And thank you for watching. I am going to be celebrating the holidays, and then I'm going to start posting probably around the 30th or so, the items that I've gotten for 70% off and then 90% off. And it's a pretty crazy, hectic time, and I highly recommend that you kind of devote some time to it. I know we all have jobs and we all have to do it, but see if you can go in late on the 31st if you have to work on the 31st, and if you don't, it's really worth getting a babysitter in, because I usually will, spend $100, which means that I've saved $900. So getting a babysitter to come in if you have to get a babysitter on the 31st in the morning, and then on the 1st, if it starts on the 1st, which it did 2 years ago, you don't even have to pay for a babysitter. But anyway, you'll know by looking at when you'll have a feeling for whether or not the items are going to go on the 31st, 90% off on the 31st or 1st, whatever is left. I'm always very positive and believe that there's going to be a whole bunch there. So that's that. Thank you for watching today. It's nighttime on Sunday, and we're all getting ready for bed, which is why I've been yawning. But anyway, have a great holiday, and I'm really psyched for the Christmas clearance to begin at Target, and I hope you are too. Have a great holiday season, and I'll see you after Christmas, and we'll figure out, and I'll be showing you the things I got for 70 and 90% off. I'll see you later. Have a happy holiday.